Welcome to the channel. My name is Matthias. Today we're going to talk about Marvel's all-time greatest crossover, the Infinity Gauntlet. And I have to say that the writer to the story, the legendary Jim Starlin, really took his time to build this story up. And something that I noticed when I was rereading this particular story is that nowadays a lot of the crossovers are just the conclusion of a larger story like this one, but it's just a third act, all action. They do not have too much substance on their own. The crossovers don't have their own two legs. Now in this case, not only we have a satisfying payoff for everything that went down with Thanos in the Silver Surfer series and during Thanos' quest, the Infinity Gauntlet crossover itself is a fantastic story on its own. So without further ado, let's get into this. We're going to cover the first two issues of the story. So during Thanos' quest, he had obtained all 6 Infinity Gems / stones. He had defeated through combat or outsmarted or tricked the caretaker to each gem. So now with the Infinity Gauntlet complete, he could start his mission. So basically what happened prior to this is that Death had brought Thanos back to life. She had commended him with the mission of bringing balance back to the cosmos. Basically, there's too much life in the universe, so Thanos has to take it down by half at least. Now we have to add to this situation is that Thanos is totally in love with Death. He needs validation from her and is willing to do anything. Now, during this whole story, it's priceless to see that anything that Thanos does, he doesn't get any type of validation from Death. He really can't seem to impress her. And it's pretty hilarious to see how Death basically destroys Thanos' self-esteem. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So, this story actually starts off with Silver Surfer. He has fallen back to Earth. He had a brief run-in with the Mad Titan in Silver Surfer issue 50, where Thanos actually doesn't even present himself to this battle against the Silver Surfer. He uses this stone avatar. And he does this just to mess with Norman Rad, because that's a thing with Thanos. He loves to pick on him. But while this is going down, what we discover is that 3 occupants of the Soul Gem, because there's a whole world within the Soul Gem, have been able to escape: Adam Warlock, Gamora, and Pip the Troll. I actually have no idea how they're able to get out. I'm not sure if this is established in another comic. And they're able to come back to life, taking the bodies of 3 very recently deceased people. This part of the story is actually really interesting because at first you don't understand what's going down. So it's a super cool reveal that I totally spoiled, how Adam Warlock comes back to the world of the living. And Warlock is going to be a major cosmic character from this point on up until the mid-90s. Even he's going to be the leader of this really awesome team called the Infinity Watch. And that particular series, at least I really enjoyed it. Quite a bit of the vibes from that particular run would be mirrored or mimicked way down the line with the 2000 era of Guardians of the Galaxy. Especially with the roster and the team dynamic, you just have to switch out Pip the Troll with Rocket Raccoon. So what happens is Silver Surfer warns Doctor Strange of the impending doom. This is going to set things into motion where Doctor Strange is going to build up this superhero army. We cut back to Thanos, where he keeps on trying to do things to impress Death, showing off how he can use the Infinity Gauntlet. And she's really not impressed. And one really interesting thing about Death is that she doesn't speak. She uses this other guy to voice her opinions. And Thanos is just not having it. He's really pissed off with that. He actually makes the guy explode to force Death to answer his questions, but she does not utter a word back to him. So what happens is he creates this ultimate altar to Death. Then he teleports there, Nebula and Star Fox, and just tortures them during this whole story, just for the fun of it. But then it dawns on Thanos that he had forgotten his initial mission, that he has to erase half the population of the universe. He's like, oh, dumb me, I forgot about that. And we get the ever so emblematic snap that was heard across the universe. And just out of nowhere, people start disappearing all across the galaxy. So we get total and utter chaos. The issue obviously focuses on Earth. And not only we have the situation where half the population is gone, we get one natural disaster after another. Earth's heroes are trying to save as many lives as possible, but the situation feels incredibly dire. There's this really awesome moment where we have Captain America looking at a screen with all the disappeared superheroes. And it's pretty interesting to see that most of Alpha Flight is gone, most of X Factor too. Also, all of the Fantastic Four are gone. I guess Jim Starlin didn't want to deal with these characters. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time. Bye.